Hey everyone, Love Jedi here, and right now I'm currently I'm waiting for people over there at the bar to leave for the day. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Uh, it's a little wet out here because it rained for I would say roughly about an hour, and I'm also downloading uh, Overwatch because there is now a open free beta, and I'm like, nah, might as well take advantage of that. I got 2.2 gigabytes remaining. And it's running at like 3 to 4 megabytes per second, so it's gonna take a while. Um, but what I'm gonna talk about, as you can tell from the title, it's probably gonna be piss. I'm probably gonna be pissing off quite a few people. But you know what? I don't give a fuck because I'm gonna have my say here. Okay. As you can tell from the title, basically, the question is anime and manga the same thing as cartoons and comic books? For me, it's actually the answer is yes. And now I'm imagining hearing the clickety clack of anime and manga fans saying, typing, you don't know what you're talking about, bullshit, and whatever and whatnot. Um, just hear me out. Listen for once. Uh, I always like to look at things from the, bare essential, uh, the basic form of things. And when I saw my first anime, which was, oh god, I think like way back in the '80s, um, and here in the states it was called um, Battle of the Planets, but its original Japanese animation name was um, Science Ninja Time. Sorry, Science Ninja Team Gachamon, and I liked that anime. From at the time I still called it a cartoon. I will call it that until the cows come home. And that's how I saw it. Um, Also, back in the day, I also remember seeing uh, the OVA series Space Battleship Yamato. I don't remember what it was called here. Watch Mojo had it. Watch Mojo did a video, best OVA series. Don't remember what number it was, but they actually gave the original English name, the original Westernized name. I mean, this was back in the day when when anime was brought here to the states. They gave it a different name. One particular one was pretty infamous. Macross and a couple others were brought over here to the states by Carl Basic, Carmen Gold, called Robotech. Watch that. I used to watch that all the time. Saw the original Macross, and saw how people got pissed off at Carl Basic. Um, but this is what I'm saying. What is a cartoon? You know, it's animated video meant to entertain. Okay. What is anime? Japanese made animated video meant to entertain. Um, but let's see, uh, Now, a lot of you are probably saying, "Well, no, no, it's a lot more. Um, it's a lot more than that." See, animes have story arcs. Well, I have three things to three examples of American or Western animation that I can, you know, counter that argument. First one, Batman the Animated Series. They had that had various story arcs, um, quite a few of its own standalone episodes. Avatar: The Last Airbender, and no, I am not talking about that piece of shit movie that M. Night Shyamalan made. I mean the original cartoon that ran on Cartoon Network. Was it Nickelodeon? One of those two. I don't remember. I think it's Nickelodeon. Okay, yeah, Nickelodeon originally made it. Originally showed it, but that had one. Okay, actually, both Avatar: The Last Airbender and Korra and The Legend of Korra both had one major story arc with various, I would say, sub arcs in it. Um, uh, Avatar being the major story arc being Aang learning the elements and becoming the Avatar. Korra, of course, learning how to be the kind of person that she being the being a type of person that she has to be. Um, let's see here. The third and most recent example is Steven Universe. I'm not going to talk about how toxic the fan base is. That is a different topic for a different video. I have seen a few episodes of it myself. I don't really care for it, but I know that it has. There's the main story of it is the whole thing about the crystal gems, and there's story arcs in that one as well, and it's the same. Those are the same thing. Um, Now I know a lot of your now another thing is, well, cartoons are meant to be funny. I go back to um, Batman animated series, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Steven Universe. Steven Universe, of course, does have many comedic moments. Um, Avatar had, I would say, roughly about its comedy to drama ratio is about half, whereas Batman's pretty much mostly serious. Um, so yeah, there's no way you can say that. Um, but and then you're probably saying, well, there's no anime that are considered funny, like cartoon funny. Um, One example I can give you is Lucky Star. I know, bad example, but it's still an example. Um, there are some more out there, but I can't really put my finger on any of them. Um, so yeah, that's how I say. That's how I see the anime is the same as a cartoon, because like I said, the bare basic component is that they're both animated forms of entertainment. Um, Next up, we have now we'll cover manga being the same as comic books. I provide some visual aids, but for two reasons. One, I no longer have any of my manga because they were destroyed by mice. And two, I use my comic books more because those were ruined while they were in storage. So yeah, uh, short, quite a few stuff right there, quite a few things there. But here's the thing. Let's look at the, like I said, for the animation, for anime, what is the basic component for it? What's the basic component of manga? Hand drawn, animated, uh, visual art on paper. Most of them, they come in like volumes of like maybe about that thick or so, and they're volumes that are separated into chapters. Actually, because like I had quite a few manga. I had okay, the manga that I had the first, I'd say 20, 24 volumes of Bleach. Yes, I do like that manga as well as that anime. The first, the the complete collection of Death Note. That is another manga I loved. I didn't really watch much of the anime, but I love the manga. Um, and I had the last issue of Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I do happen to like Dragon Ball. You know, the Dragon Ball Z series. I never watched GT, and I have yet to watch Super. So, I am, however, big fan of Team Four Star. Love their work. Um, you know, they do such they do great stuff on their bird series. Um, but continuing on here, those are the manga that I had. Um, like I said, they are volumes separated into chapters, and comic books are also hand drawn animated art put on paper, except they were in like a magazine type of format. Um, maybe one or two stories woven into one comic. You know, perfect examples are, of course, Marvel comic books, DC comic books. However, on occasion, those those two companies, as well as whatever other comic book companies out there. I'm gonna check on that. Oh, just got a notification right now. Overwatch now playable. Actually, there's 105.98 megabytes remaining, 3.51 megabytes per second. It's playable, but not fully downloaded. So yeah. Anyway, back on what I'm talking about here. Uh, Occasionally they release multiple uh, issues in one large format. Guess what it resembles? A manga. Yeah. Um, Also, on occasion, one of the writers for whatever company makes one big story. Um, you know, that can fit. They fit it more into a book form than in a the magazine type form. And guess what? That resembles, once again, a manga. There are, yes, there are differences between a. Is my phone saying it's done charging? Yeah, it's charged. Yeah, my phone just went, lit up. Anyway, um, let's see. Where was I? One of the differences between manga and comic books is that manga is in black and white. There's the occasional rare time where you would see a manga in color, but for the most part, it's in black and white. still entertaining, and most comic books are in color. Um, Also, manga is read from right to left, whereas comic books are read from left to right. Those are the only two differences. Everything else, they're pretty much they are the same. So, if you've heard me say this, give you these explanations and the examples as to why I say so, thank you. If you haven't, you're as ignorant as fuck. So, I hope you enjoyed this little my little video here. And until next time, this is Law of Jazz saying thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Take care of yourselves.
You think you know me.